What's happening, people? Welcome to the Straightjacket podcast 140. A new milestone. Shout out to everybody tuning in right now. Nuruddin, it's good. Bank holiday Monday.
New milestone, are we, pal?
Yeah. How are we?
Man United were superb yesterday. I'm not having any of that side. They were superb yesterday, Man United. Oh, alright then.
I thought you were getting somewhere there, you know what I mean? I thought you got that giddy weekend bank holiday feeling. But I'm sorry, Nuruddin, you know what I mean? We had to go through that yesterday. The positives are 1-0, Nuruddin. It's 1-0 victory.
1-0 to Man United.
1-0 to the United, you know what I mean? That was a famous Arsenal song, 1-0 to the Arsenal. But it might have to be 1-0 to the United, mate. But Nuruddin, I mean, it might be a tough watch this season, I'm telling you. You know what I mean? Honestly, man. I said it yesterday, yeah, it was money heist football because it's like smash and grab. It's almost as if like United have just got an aim for the attackers to have one chance and one goal. I mean, if Wolves had their shooting boots and Adama Traore knew how to finish his dinner, it could have been a different story. I'm surprised Wolves are bottom of the league or in the bottom of the league.
Super middleweight boxer.
Yeah.
Big up to that super middleweight boxer.
Yeah, you always said it.
Super middleweight boxer had us on the ropes, mate.
Yeah.
He had us on the ropes, but he couldn't knock us out, did he?
He couldn't knock us out.
He was this close to knocking us out, but he had us against the ropes, mate. We were on the ropes, mate. It was like Foreman against Ali. That's what it was, mate.
Literally on the ropes,
we rope-a-dope, mate.
Yeah,
rope-a-doping. That's what
Ali.
that was. Rope-a-dope, mate. Rope-a-dope is when you stand there and the guy just goes to work and you just try and not get hit. Yeah. That's what rope-a-dope. Man United should be called Robodope FC, mate. That's what we are, mate.
God. But that's what we are, don't it? That's what we are. And it's like...
Listen, there's two ways to look at this side.
Yeah.
Honestly, I knew everybody was going to slander yesterday. Everybody was going to go, what the hell was that? I tried to look at the positives yesterday. I saw Varane look like he's been there for years.
Yeah, champion.
He only got beat one time. And David De Gea is back, mate. He's back with a bang.
I tell you, man, Henderson taught this and that, mate.
David De Gea, that was an old school David De Gea.
That reminded me of the Arsenal game when we got battered.
And the Tottenham
game as well, where he was just like invincible.
But to be fair, when you look at it, to be fair, Wolves, how many saves did De Gea make? He made those 2 saves only. How many other saves did he make?
One off the line from Wan-Bissaka.
That's it. Shout out Wan-Bissaka, who slated him. Yeah.
Defensive wise, he's solid as anyone, but attacking wise, he's not quite there. But then again,
who's there?
Well, who's there?
Who's there? the times we scapegoat Wan-Bissaka is like, well, who's there? Yeah. Who's doing anything attacking?
You know, honestly, Nuruddin.
I just want to say this, right?
Get the positives up.
There was two ways to look at it. Obviously, we look like shambles. Yeah. That's not paper over the cracks.
No, shambles, mate.
We carried on our superb form from Southampton. Yeah. Right. Actually, yesterday we passed the ball a bit better. But what we did. We passed the ball a bit better. Because for me, Southampton, I have never seen that. I have never seen a Man United team pass that shambles, right? Yesterday, I did see us pass
second half maybe, but the first half. I
put my tweet out. The game was too frantic. We played into their hands and their crowd's hands. We played too frantic. But in terms of team cohesion, in terms of flow, in terms of energy,
no, really don't. Have you seen any improvement for the last 2 years? When I say to you, what is Ollie's style of play? You can't give me an honest answer.
I can.
What is it? What is it then?
It's any of the midfielders to hit the ball over the top for the guys to run onto. That's what that is.
No, seriously, you're joking.
I'm not lying to you, that's what it is. Did you not see yesterday? Pogba, he sometimes holds it. The other time, he's there hugging Fred. God. He's hugging Fred. Him and Fred might as well be like, all right, pal, hold hands with me, just stay here with me. That's what it. And then ball comes to Pogba. Bruno makes that run. And then Bruno's our striker.
Yeah,
I realised that.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I said it.
Bruno's our striker.
I said it from day one.
He's our striker. So that's our tactic. Our tactic is to bamboozle. We think the football, what we're working on training is, right, they think you're on a striker, Greenwood, but Bruno just runs down the middle, just clip the ball over the top to him, and we're in. Go on, lads, enjoy yourselves. That's the time. No.
Oh man.
Listen.
You know what that's called? Freestyle football.
No, stop.
That is.
That is because we do it all. It can't be freestyle football when you do it repetitively. That's what we work on. I've cracked it.
Repetitive freestyle football then.
It's not repetitive. It's what we work on training.
No.
It's called transitional football, where the ball moves quickly through the thirds and we get our attackers. And then you know what we do with our attackers? Go on then. We give them the ball, so there's nobody overlapping, nobody underlapping, nobody making runs. It's basically the ball. This is our forward. He's running. Give him the ball. Go on then, son. Show me what you can do. So we got
freestyle football.
No, it's not. It's not
individual brilliance.
It's not freestyle football.
It's not
hope and pray. Because you know what? If it was freestyle, other things will come out. We'll see more tricks. But there's no freestyle because that is the way we've been playing.
No. You know why it's freestyle? Because for me, when they get the ball, it's almost as if they don't know what they're doing. And it's almost a case of, you know what, we'll try this, we'll try that. And you've seen it. 1 minute we're going long, 1 minute we're going short, 1 minute we're doing this. And that's the reality of it. And for me, when I look at it, guys, I'm not trying to say United are doing this and we're going to get there and it's a long term. I'm just trying to acknowledge and understand what is our style of play, Nuruddin. And I want to, because for me, when you look at that,
honestly, I'm not joking.
Can this be the case throughout the season, though? Can you do this throughout the season? Because you know where it is, Nuruddin, right? And why I say it, because we did this in the Europa League final. And we started passing around, doing this, doing that. And the next thing you know, penalties come around and we didn't do it. No, but it's true though. No, because if we had a style of play, we would have smashed Villarreal.
Yeah. You know what? It depends, right? If the team plays high line against us and pushes up, we'll murder you. Right?
Yeah.
But if the team does a bit of low block and gets 10 men behind the ball, we then go to what our original style of football is, which is ball over the top, ball out wide.
Yeah.
Go on, son, see what you can do. That's the style of football. That's what it is. That's what it is.
So what are you trying to say there? No, just trying to say now you're hoping. No. Someone takes a ball and scores.
No, but Saeed, that's what we do.
Just say it then.
No, that's what
I've just said.
That's what we do. We say, go on, son, show me what you can do.
Yeah. So you wait for that individual brilliant moment. No. Mason Greenwood to score the goal.
But there is a style of play. It is a style of play.
What is that style of play?
It's not style of play.
One guy gets the ball from midfield, he passes it into and then someone scores.
We try.
Is that what every team does though?
Not every team does that. No, not every team does that. If you looked at City.
The City play it in triangles, try and move Jesus on the right. He puts the ball in every single time.
Our secret
goes to Jesus in the box.
Our secret weapon is that we have that style of football, and everybody's like, they got no style of football, but we have that. That's what our style of football is.
No,
that's what I said to you.
People taking a mickey out of us.
Listen, that's what I said to you. How long ago did I say to you? We need to sign coaches. I don't want to sign.
He bought another one. He's got that guy. What's his name? From Kenningwell. What's it? Kennington University or where's it called? Loughborough. I don't even know where this guy's from.
Kennington. Saeed is invented a town called Kennington. I'm coming. We're coming. If you're from Kennington,
I think there might be a place in Kennington. There might be.
Shout out to all the Kennington FC supporters. We're coming to see you. We're going on tour. We're coming.
You know, like seriously, then you got back feeling in the suit. I'm thinking, what is going on? And then you got, honestly, what was the worst thing was there? Michael Carrick.
All I'm saying, did they stop off and go to a wedding reception?
He probably did.
Sure, I'm feeling, mate. Honestly, I'm like,
he's there for the vibes.
Man was dressed like he's about to give away his daughter, mate. Like, you know, walking down the aisle. Listen, I've told you that guy was teaching at university.
What? The thing is,
that guy was teaching at a college.
Yeah, I know.
Right,
I know he was.
So it shows you what happens when a mismatch of people are thrown together.
Yeah.
Kieran McKenna, Michael Carrick, I said to you, they're Mourinho's boys.
Yeah.
Mickey Phelan was the guy who was teaching at college.
Yeah, I know.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, when you're a manager, you have your team. You have a team of your guys. That's what you have. You have a team of your coaching staff. And I've always said this, that's why people like you were always laughing at me. Eddie Howe. What can I? If you had Eddie Howe now, you'll see some scintillating football, mate.
No, I've respected Eddie Howe.
Yeah. No, sorry, you were coming for me.
Because I've told other fans that you should look at Eddie Howe as manager, especially Tottenham and Arsenal. But my thing was, at that point when we had Mourinho, would you have downgraded to Eddie Howe?
I don't care. Sorry, if you want, like I said to you, I'm somebody who's interested in. Let me tell you something, right? If that manager of Wolves, if Man United play like that 3 games in a row and lost, I would be absolutely jumping for joy. Do you know why I said it?
Yeah.
Because I know
it's going to come.
It's going to come.
Yeah.
It takes one goal to go off somebody's backside and it's going to come. If you were a Martian yesterday and you looked at that game and they said they go you the history but without telling you the names.
Yeah, true.
You know what they would have said? Oh, definitely the gold. The team playing in gold, that's Man United.
Yeah.
Because if you show them old tapes of Man United, how Man United plays, what Man United Football Club is about, they would have said that to you. But listen, I'll say it. I'll let you speak, and I'll say this. My final thing is this: signings can paper over the cracks of things and the inaptitude of the coaching staff. It will always be there, regardless how harsh he is, regardless how much I try to defend him. It will always be laid bare. It's like City fans who got giddy, basically, the other day. They got giddy. Shout at Steve. Hold tight, pal. Hold tight. Hold T to the T, capital T type, pal. You got giddy, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then you got backhanded, right? Backhanded back to Stockport, lad. Backhanded back to Stockport. And those of you City fans now who are burning a Ronaldo shirt, give it to charity.
Yeah.
Stop burning the shirt.
No, don't burn the shirt, man.
Give it to charity, man.
It's always coming
with
back.
your CR7 tactic, give it to charity. They had at the bottom, welcome to Manchester. CR7. Yo, give it to charity.
Yeah.
But I'm just... Listen...
What coaching staff does this though? You know what I mean? You have
you know what? I won't mind
the midfield.
Listen, I won't mind.
Yeah,
it's either there is because at Man United, I can't imagine there hasn't been some things that you work on in training, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't. I'd be accepting that as well. You wouldn't.
So you would not think that, right? Or else then we're in trouble. We're in more trouble than we think.
Yeah,
right. Right. I just think maybe the players get on that pitch and go, forget about what they say. Let's just do what we do.
You know what? That's not even a kind of a bad argument to say, because when you look at the football we're playing under it, and you realise, like midfield for example, Paul Pogba has 5 assists in the first 2 games, and then what does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer do? No, we're not doing that. He's going back to that midfield where he's not really comfortable, where he's not really kind of he plays his best. Then you play him alongside a Fred who keeps losing the ball, who's not great in possession, who gets bullied. You know what I mean? Let's be rude. Again, he's eating grass again, second time in a week. I don't know if he's on some sort of grass diet or whatever.
I think he's going the way Phil Jones. Who's the other guy? Phil Jones. I think he's been to the school of coaching of Phil Jones, mate. Because who was the last guy to eat grass? Phil Jones was the guy that...
Like, seriously.
Listen, Phil Jones was like, forget all these expensive machines to cut that grass.
And then you had...
I'll do it.
Then you had Daniel James, who offered nothing, but just gave us that kind of defensive shape. Sancho... I think
he's going alone, by the way.
Well, he should do. You know what I mean? I think there's no space for him now. Then you got Sancho, who looked lost again. I mean, poor fella, I feel sorry for him. And I mean, if that's what's going to be happening for us season, mate, you know, I remember Alex Sanchez coming in and absolutely just, you know. No. Well, I hope it doesn't happen. No, but I've seen it in the past, mate. So, what I just...
No, it's going to take him time to...
It is going to take him time. And I hope it, you know, I hope he thrives.
The Premier League pace is totally different.
Absolutely.
Right, when you're a creative player, you know it's 100 miles an hour. He never got that at Borussia Dortmund. No. But Borussia Dortmund, he had overlaps. There's a set way of playing, like one touch football into feet, then out of feet. I tell you now, Donny van der Beek in that team with the likes of Sancho, oh my gosh. But anyway, like Donny, like literally, I'm gonna write a letter. I'm gonna write a letter. We'll have to do a petition and write. We'll have to write a petition. Yeah, free Donny.
Yeah, free Donny. Yeah,
we'll have to start that campaign.
Well, that midfield there, Nuruddin. I mean, you've got a Pogba who's uncomfortable, and you've got a Fred who can't pass. I mean, seriously, how can you not get in there? You know when you know You know when you're on the bench and you know you're better than what's there, and you know you can offer more than what's there, but you still can't get in the team.
Watch the last thing that we played at Mourinhos last season.
Donny and Matic. And they would have, and Neves and Martinez were in that midfield. And Neves looked like he never broke sweat. Sorry, Martinez and Neves never looked like he broke sweat. Even though we've got a 35-year-old Martinez. I mean, that Martinez could do a better job than Fred. And I'm being honest with you guys.
So yesterday, we slapped them if you give us Neves next to Paul Pogba.
Yeah.
Or Martinez.
Or Martinez.
Yeah, right. Now, in terms of like Martinez being the more creative, but for me, when I seen the team news yesterday, I put it out on Twitter, and I said, I'm hoping for the formation change, because what I've been told, well, that Muppet Lockers and all these other cronies, right? Man United cronies, right? Journalists, stenographers, that's what they are. Neil Ashton gives them, Neil Ashton's like, right, I want you to print that in the back of the back page, headlines.
All right, then.
That's what that is. Yeah. That's what they do, right? David telling me when Varane gets in the team, we're going to play 4-3-3 and we're going to be this.
Paul Pogba's on the edge of the box.
I'm saying that's why I held your hand before. Paul Pogba.
Do you see how wide they were though?
Paul Pogba and Fred were holding hands.
Yeah.
They might as well hold hands. I'm sorry to say, if you're going to play Paul Pogba, you can't play him as a sitting playmaker. No. You've got to play him as a number 8. Doing it then? You've got to play him as a number 8.
Why are they sacrificing him for Daniel James? Why? These are kind of things that to win a title.
Yesterday, the most thing that I noticed in the game was that we played 4-3-3, but we played Bruno as a central striker.
Mate.
And then, listen...
Did you see that picture, by the way?
Listen, we played Bruno as a central striker. Then we played Greenwood on one side and Sancho on the side. Guess where Dan James was?
Where?
Next to Pogba and Fred.
So he's at midfield 3 then?
What's on here?
There's a picture, right?
There's
a picture, honestly, there's a picture, right, of the Man United midfield, the Man United strike force all in one line. United, so you got Bruno, Sancho, I think it was Cavani at that time, and Greenwood. All up front, Nuruddin. All of them up front. I mean, where do you see that in football, man? Where do you see that? And then you had the 2 into midfield. So imagine that 2 midfield got absolutely exposed. Imagine that. Imagine that 2 in midfield got exposed and we were left for dead. Because we were left for dead at one point. And it's like, if we went with Wan-Bissaka, it went for De Gea's brilliance again. You know what I mean? We're scratching at a 0-0 draw again. I'm just thinking, if that's what's going to be at the end of the season, we're having these away games like this, bloody hell, man, I'm going to be suffering this season. Because we can't keep adopting our tactics because of the opposition. You know, sometimes we've got to believe in ourselves that we're Man United. But I just look at it and I think it's the same flaws and the same way of football for the last 2 years I've seen Nuruddin. And nothing's going to change. No title's going to come if you're going to play like that. No title's going to come if you're playing Pogba deep and you don't have a midfield balance. The defence might be alright, but I'm telling you now, if Varane can't keep doing 1v1 defending, you see what he tried? Fair play to him, that's what you call experience, when he held off Adama Traore and said, go on son, where you going on your right then? You going on your left? He gave him the option. So, that for me is a plus, but then that midfield, if that midfield is getting bypassed already, you call it every time, the defence will be exposed. Maguire will be exposed. Look at it, he went on Varane's side. Imagine he went on Maguire's side. Oh my God, he would have been good like Vieira.
He did. When the second half, he went there. And did you see how Maguire was telling Luke Shaw? Luke, that marauding runs, lad. You stay put, mate.
I know
stay back.
That's why you don't hardly see him going forward.
Yeah, stay back. To be fair, there was a good battle between, on the other side, between Varane, Wan-Bissaka and the middleweight boxer.
Yeah.
But next week, well, the week after, next week, I think next weekend,
Newcastle.
Gucci Mane's coming, your boy.
Yeah,
Gucci's coming.
Gucci bandana.
Gucci Mane's coming, mate.
There'll be low block, by the way.
And you're the boy. I remember you losing the plot outside
Newcastle game.
Outside St. James Park. And it's going to be very interesting because the best way to play Man United now is just a low block.
Low block, yeah.
And, do you know what really, right? Talk about style. I know, I'm not joking. We have a style of play. Is to get the ball quick as we can to the forwards and then let them do what they do, right?
I can't believe you're saying that's the style of play.
And the thing about it is that we play through Bruno, but Bruno now has become our striker.
I know.
Right? So to try to play, to link the ball, back before, when we played, when it started the lockdown, you know, when the lockdown happened and then the football started again, we had a perfect balance where we played Fred, Pogba was in front, Bruno connection, Martial, Rashford, Greenwood, right? Yeah. You can see what the ball was going. It was people playing together, interchanging positions, right? By the way, I thought Martial came on another.
Yeah. Decent game,
Very good game.
Very defensive. You know what I mean? He kept
the ball. Occupy people, mate.
Yeah.
Turn people.
Got fouls.
Listen. So you could see that. But when our number 10 is being told to go and play as a striker.
I talked about accountability.
Right? Saeed, it's not about that accountability.
It is though.
Saeed, listen.
But because
I've said it again and again. I've said it again and again. I want you to please go on YouTube and watch Sporting Lisbon highlights when Bruno was there. Bruno wasn't a number 10. He's a hybrid of a attacking midfielder. He's a hybrid of a number 8. That could be a number 10. Yeah. But he's not a number 10, natural number 10.
Yeah.
He played part of a 3. Now, to me, I don't mind. I don't think Fred is a holder. He's never been a holder. Fred is the presser. He's the one who goes on out with tenacity and goes out and tries to put fires out. But he's not a sitting guy who gets the ball and dictates the play, right? He's not that type of guy. Bruno and Pogba between them, I personally think can do it. But he has to be 4-3-3. And the way we played yesterday...
With a natural 6.
The way we played yesterday... I know you're going to come out and go, he's not. But I'm telling you now, Donny van de Beek would have done 100 times better on the ball. We're talking about on the ball, people. On the ball. But that would mean Pogba, Bruno, will have to all graft and work hard.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When we haven't got the ball, they have to help back and protect and shift from side to side.
Imagine you're on midfielder. What do? Do you go defensively? If you're Pogba, you're not comfortable doing it.
No,
attacking wise, you can't really do because you leave Fred there.
No,
it's almost as if you have to babysit every time.
He was talking to him. You seen him talking to him. He's telling Fred where to go. And the other thing that I don't know if you watch the game again, guys, those of you, when we're playing out from the back, they're missing out on Fred. So Varane now is taking control of the main player, like getting it from the game to play out, right? Well. But they're missing out on Fred. They're missing Fred out. And I don't know how this is going to work. But Man United did have a style of play. But when you got Bruno, who's running like a headless chicken as a striker, you're not going to do that against
Why can't
Leeds.
The coaches start saying to him, you know what?
You can't do that
stay in
against
that 10 role.
You can't. Just because we beat Leeds, you think you're going to go and get hat-tricks again, lad. That is Leeds. It's a specific game because of the specific way they play.
If he does that with Ronaldo, we're 2 men down.
Saeed.
That's good idea, no?
Listen, Saeed, all I'm saying here, Ronnie's watching that going, Mendes, just give Pep a text again. just text Pep, is he alright? Just say Pep. And then maybe just say, maybe in January. Hold tight, Steve. Hold tight, Steve.
Oh my God, mate. That would be crazy. Because we can't have 2 players, you know, especially Ronaldo, when Ronaldo's not going to really defend and he's not going
to... The thing what every Man United player, sorry to interrupt, every Man United is praying for is Ronnie to come in and just start pressing, start strangling people. Start strangling, starting with the coaches. Start with the coaches in the training ground. Start with because one thing about Ronnie, people think that Ronnie is a student of the game. He's not a guy who just thinks get on the pitch, whatever.
Yeah.
You don't score 45 goals, your team not knowing to get the best out of you. You don't. He scored 45 goals last season in Serie A.
Yeah.
Right? It's a slower league, but still defences are there playing intact. To me, that's my last hope.
Is it?
It's the last dance for Ronnie. Last dance, last hope. Ronnie does something, and that the players and the coaches...
The mentality.
It's not the mentality, because you can have the mentality all day.
Yeah.
But if you can't pass the ball, 5 yards,
he's going to be like, you know when he does that and he just shrugged his shoulder.
I'm telling you now,
where is the ball?
He's going to be absolutely... He better come with some high blood pressure
tablets. Because
he's going to be...
Seriously, that ain't a joke, by the way, people. He is going to have to come in with that and say, you know, I can't do this, guys. You know, get a better midfielder. Because he's had Kroos, Modric, he's at Juventus, who's he had at Juventus? You know, he's had abundance of talent in there.
There's been the brilliant players. There's Rabiot.
Yeah, Rabiot.
The guy, the Welsh guy.
Yeah, Ramsey, Pjanic, all the players in the Juventus team.
I don't know who plays in midfield for them now.
Yeah. So
Locatelli's going.
Locatelli, well, he could have been in there, but he's had abundance of talent, and now he'll have. But I think you know what they're doing. I think that's why.
On Twitter, I uploaded a photo of Ronaldo going mad and slamming the captain's armband on the floor.
Yeah, when he sees
Fred in training. Yeah.
Listen,
I just want to ask where Fred was born. No, genuinely, I want to ask. I just want to see. Was it Stoke via Brazil?
Oh my God.
But then you know what? Sometimes I think too bad. I think why do we scapegoat him when there isn't a plan, a way of playing in midfield?
Because then you end up just kind of like,
scapegoating.
Scapegoating players. Yeah. When in reality, but the problem is though, why should that? That's not unfair on Fred, because at the end of the day, if there are better players in that squad, he would come on and certain game. You know how I think Fred, when he started his career, he came in games like patches.
No, listen, no, but
he had patches, and everyone started to warm to him.
Pastor Fred.
Yeah, Pastor Fred, and then
Carnelo Fred.
Yeah, there you go.
Know what I mean? We know the games where he has a fantastic game, but at this moment in time, I just think because of the lack of organisation, so it is 3 games into the season, right? Not everybody's firing. You saw Liverpool. They have 45 minutes. Yeah. They have 45 minutes of like playing against 10 men, and they couldn't break a team down. So we can't be too critical. Sometimes as Man United, we have to be too critical. The last 2 seasons, we started off horrendous, right? And for these 3 games, and Ollie's time, this is the most we've had at points at the 3 first games.
Is it?
Yes.
7.
Yeah. Right. So we can listen.
There's 2 ways of looking at it. Yeah. I think United though, Lordin, there's a kind of a standard.
At this moment in time, that our football, it's not title challenging football.
Well, there you go then. And that's what when you see Tuchel going down to 10 men but being strong, you know what I mean? They were resolute. They still had a bit about them. There was a plan for a 10 men. And how can you do that when a player's got 10 men straight away? But it's all in the training ground, discipline. We go down to 10 men now. Then bloody hell, what were you doing? What were you doing?
It's murder, mate.
It's murder, and that's why I just look at it. Murder, she wrote. Honestly, man, and that's why I look at it. I think, I just want United to kind of play a brand of football that I can enjoy watching. Because Lord, if I wanted to watch United now, I'd just go on teletext and say, you know what was the United score? There you go, 2-0. Yeah, good. That means we played good. But when you look at the football, I just feel like maybe we'll get caught out soon, and then after that everyone's gonna be like, what's going on here? We've just lost 2 on the bounce, or we've drawn 2 on the bounce now. What's going on? But I'm like, I've seen this for a long time, Nuruddin, and I don't think, and as much as I love Ronaldo and I think he's gonna score goals, but bloody hell, mate, it will be a tough watch. And I'm just looking at thinking, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
And you know the funniest thing?
Yeah.
The world's eyes are going to be on every United game now.
Oh yeah, of course.
Just like that last night with Messi.
Yeah. But don't you think that masks the problems even greater?
Yeah.
Magnifies it even greater.
No. This is what I'm saying to you. So it's Ronnie's going to come in, and if we don't fix up and look sharp, like literally fix up, right? Ronnie's going to come in and he's going to paper over the cracks. And that's why I asked on Twitter, Saeed. I said, because I've not seen you since Ronnie signed and all of the madness.
Yeah.
I said I asked United fans 2-3 weeks ago, would you have wanted Ronaldo back at United?
Majority said no. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
It's only because there was a chance of him going to City.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what people don't get. For us Mancunians, this would have been a nightmare. Yeah, imagine the billboard everywhere you go past town, you go around the corner, your neighbours.
So the City fans out here in this building who come and knock on my door when during the derby, like. They're all like CR7 who, what history, what legend. He's not your legend. He's coming to. And I just said to City fans, make your own legends.
Yeah.
Don't come for our legends.
Yeah.
Right. But I genuinely, deep down, I never felt Ronaldo was a United legend just up to begin. Hear me out.
Yeah, of course.
Because he never showed his love
for United.
Like, for United. He was a Real Madrid fan. We got the best out of him. He got the best out of us.
Was he an icon?
He went and moved on. No,
icon and legend are different, aren't they?
Listen, he's an icon in some way.
He's an icon, yeah.
But a legend is somebody who still loves to. Like Roy Keane is a legend because I've seen Roy Keane with a hoodie with like baseball cap, looking down like that amongst the fans. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I've seen that with his kids, with his son. Right? I have seen Roy Keane doing that, his daughter and his family. So he, whether he likes or not, he's a Man United fan, but he'll never come out and say I'm this. But everybody knows. They asked him the question: would you have ever played for Pep or Klopp? And he said, no, I will never play for Man City or Liverpool. But for me, Ronaldo, we would always like to attach ourselves to the player because he was the best player in the world. He won. Ronaldo. The reason why Man United loved him, Man United fans love him, is because he came raw talent, got better, helped us win big trophies, and actually fulfilled his potential. And that's the biggest thing about Ronaldo, that he became, when he left, he was the best player in the world. But the kid couldn't, I'll say it again and again, the kid couldn't wait to get out of there. People are quick to forget. He was like, it's like I'm a slave. There was these comments, he was like, I'm a slave, they're keeping me, I don't want to be here, I want to go. So Fergie begged him to ask him to say one more year. But and after that, he come back, he will always say nice things. I think he's got better relationship with Fergie than he has with Man United.
That's what I believe. And
some of you might not want to accept that. But that's the reality. That's the reality.
He had a more of a relationship with him.
Yeah, Fergie, and I think he would have come back. If Fergie was still here, he would not have gone to Juventus, he would have come back to United. I personally think, because Fergie would have been like...
Yeah, absolutely, but then Fergie would have been...
But that's Fergie, that's Fergie.
That's Fergie.
Right? So he would have come because it was Fergie.
If only Fergie was younger, eh? If only.
But it is what it is, and I just see it as like, is Ronnie coming to paper over the cracks because Man United as a squad, the coaching staff, the manager, they have to sort this out because it's going to be an embarrassment. It's going to be an embarrassment, Saeed. I know. If we turn in week in, week out with that type of football, we're going to get murdered.
I know. And when we that's my worries.
In the Big Six.
Big Six, that's what I'm saying.
Saeed, make sure you get that heart attack tablets, mate. Make sure you... Forget about running, getting blood pressure. You're going to need it, mate.
I'm going to be suffering, mate.
You're going to be suffering because...
you know what I mean? Especially when you go back and you watch it live and you see... Because I've seen great teams do that and they don't have a style of football and they have, you know, how many superstars and they can't do it because they have a team who's well structured. Especially in Europe, you know. A lot of people are saying we'll get past this in Europe. Listen, Villarreal, I don't mean... Young boys will come in and they'll play that...
They've got nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. And then you've got Atalanta.
To me, they're the two games that I'm looking forward to.
Atlanta, And they bought another player called Tuchemeni. The one from AZ Alkmaar. CDM. Guess how much they bought it for, Nuruddin? 15 million.
Well.
Top club. Like that.
No, that's not top club. Sorry.
No, but I'm saying, you know what you call it.
They know what they need.
They know what they need.
Listen, when you have coaches, you have footballing people in charge of your football. Bankers are in charge of... Wait till Ronnie walks in. There's going to be a shock. Ronnie's going to walk in to that training ground, to the club, and he's going to see these guys in suits and go, what the hell are these people? Who the hell are these people? And they're going to run it, well, we will help you with the banking. He's like, I've been watching from afar how you run Man United. Stay away from my money.
Stay away from
my money.
Let me get a cut.
Right.
No.
But he's going to look at bankers making footballing decisions.
Maybe Ronnie comes in and he shows.
I'm not going to lie to you. If he said to me today now, we don't just sign Ronaldo, we'll sign George Mendes as well. I'll sign George Mendes. Because have you seen how Wolves are?
Trincao, mate, take him. Bloody hell.
Taking the liberties, that kid, mate. That Meg on Luke Shaw. That Meg.
Honestly, he's a good player.
It was effortless.
Reminds me of like a Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva.
He's
with a bit more tech.
No, Saeed.
On loan from Barcelona.
On loan from Barcelona. Saeed. Luke Shaw, he said, now you see, now you don't.
Yeah. International break, Nuruddin, you know what I mean? We can rest. You know, Africa need to rest already. Honestly, I'm being serious. I need to rest.
Watching Man United is exhausting.
It is. Honestly, last night I was exhausted thinking, when's the goal coming?
Did you do a watch along instead?
Yeah. And I was just like, it was just back and forth. Basketball match, but then nothing like... It's like a basketball match.
It was an exciting game to watch.
It was an exciting game, but then without any substance from our side.
And to be fair, from their side. That's what it was. It was one of the best, it was one of the best non-action games. Because that's what happens when you got super middleweight boxer.
Well, there you go. You know what I mean?
Robodope.
Robodope. Exactly.
You know what? This is what you need to call the podcast Robodope FC, mate.
Yeah, Robodope FC.
We're going to Robodope you and expect our strikers, our forwards, to do some magic.
Exactly.
That's what we are. But I'm hoping Ronnie comes and sorts his club out.
If we need an individual brilliance, FC. Perfect man.
No, so he's not that guy. He's a 6-yard, 10-yard done box. But we just want to talk a little bit about Ronnie. Tell me your emotions on Thursday morning. I know that you've told, but
I think for me, I was in hysteria. I think for me, the night before, I was honestly distraught. Like,
go on, your brothers.
Yeah, everyone's celebrating Ronaldo. Look at that, you're a legend coming over here.
Saeed has to live with people who are City fans.
Exactly. So that's why it was even more. And then the next morning,
Steve on the phone.
Everyone on the phone, mate. You know what I mean? Everyone texting me. My phone was going off. The next morning comes in, and there's a bit of news. Oh, now United are interested. Oh, now he's talking to both clubs. And then after that, in about over minutes, he comes to United. We're literally about an hour. United make contact. United done. Deal done. I mean, you know when there's ever a moment for, I don't know Ronaldo's come, but any moment that's a PR thing, United get it done quickly.
I said it on my Twitter. I said, don't get mad at him, go and get mad at the Glazers.
Yeah.
And Saeed, if there was ever...
If they could get that Ronaldo signed in an hour,
Saeed,
how come they can't get a CDM?
Saeed, that's what I'm saying to you, priorities. Because what Ronaldo brings, Saeed, he's the biggest foot global. Yeah. Messi is up there. You could say Messi is the best player because Messi, for me, as a football purist, Messi beats people from standing positions, yeah? Ronaldo is somebody who had amazing talent, but worked on it. So in terms of, that's what... Is somebody who's got natural talent who works hard, and somebody who is not as talented, who's still talented, but just incredible things. Number one football icon in the world is who? Ronaldo at this moment in time. Messi is, but in terms of the way he carries himself,
the whole brand and everything,
is Ronaldo, right? The Glazers, he was team viewer, he was Adidas, got in a room with them. You see their stock, to see on the stock exchange? No. 200 million in what? 7 hours or 8 hours, something like that. So this was a deal, the Glazers, it makes sense because now, like Tim Sherwood and those other Muppets come out, you can't say nothing to the Glazers. You're like, I want the Glazers to go and buy a midfielders and go and get rid of the dead wood that we've got in our club that have been there for a decade, right? That's what I want. But so I will see United fans, I see, that's what I saw. I saw 90 trending. I saw Rooney trending, and I saw Messi's the GOAT trending. This is from United accounts, yeah? I was like, listen, Ronaldo's a brilliant player, but if you're going to get mad, look within. Don't get mad. Don't get mad.
Don't get mad,
Don't get mad at him. Look within.
Look within.
But, Saeed, this is a marketing thing. This was the biggest transfer the Glazers or anybody, the rubbish. That's why it got done so quick, Saeed, because Ronaldo pays for itself. He pays for the Varandio. He pays for the Sancho. I'm telling you now.
Everything.
He's paid.
And that brings back their money that they were spending on United.
Saeed. They're raking in now. They are raking, and that's why people are now saying it's not official yet. It's because they're working out the numbers. How much image rights Man United have? How much Ronaldo has? This is what they're working out now.
It might not be done. It would be done in international break on a dull Wednesday.
You know what I mean? On percentages, that's what's going to be done. But I'm exactly like you. Phones going off. City fans, I've never seen a fan base get so giddy.
Yeah, I know.
Giddy went the way. People are sending me photos, and now they're deleting the photos in the WhatsApp conversations because CR7 and all this. Quick. I've never seen posts get deleted. I've never seen photos get deleted as much as I've ever seen over the signing. I'm cycling around, Saeed.
Yeah.
Legend is coming to us. Legend. What legend is we're having him?
And that leads us to saying Viva Ronaldo. That song's back now.
You know what? Listen.
It's good to hear United fans sing that. Listen, Viva Ronaldo.
It is, but Saeed, it's Viva Ronaldo. Is he going to paper over the cracks or is he going to solve it? To me, this is where Ronaldo's estimations for me will go up. It'll either go two ways. Ronaldo will come and be part of this. Go on, lads.
Yeah.
Bruno, run wherever you want.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Or he will be Ronaldo's going to say, listen, we're going to play to a structure.
Yeah.
I expect the balls. I expect the passes to come in certain areas. We're going to work on those in training. That has to happen.
Well, we'll see.
But now, I'm hearing that Dan James is going on loan. I wish him luck if he does go on loan.
Yeah.
But Man United need to get rid of players because, Saeed, we are the top heavy.
I know.
I always said we are stacked in terms of positions.
Yeah.
And now we are top heavy. Ahmad can't go get his loan because he's had a thigh strain. Now he's here for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So he might
he's gone on loan.
No, he hasn't.
What?
He hasn't. This move was broke down.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, it's broke down. There's a breaking news for him. Look.
Wow, I didn't know that.
It's broken down. He's got a thigh strain, so he says it's most likely January loan. But I'm glad that he stays.
Oh man, that's peak, man.
Listen, I'm glad that he stays because he can pick up things from Ronnie, mate.
Yeah, that's true.
That he stays.
That's true. Absolutely.
I'm genuinely glad that he stays.
Absolutely.
Because I was thinking it would have been good because Van Persie apparently is part of the coaching staff at Feyenoord.
And they could have
and Van Persie would have taught him some things, but
absolutely.
Hopefully in January he gets over that injury. But I don't know, as under 23 registered players, can you still give them a loan?
No, you can still give them a loan. Yeah,
when he can recover from the injury.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, fingers crossed for him anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
people, we're going to wrap up the podcast there. 140, Straightjacket podcast. Love to everybody who's joined the journey. 140 podcasts. Like I said to you, it's no means feat, but we did it. All down to you guys for watching the video. Let's smash a like on the video. Let's see if we can get 700 likes again, people. That's the target. Make sure you follow Nuruddin on United Real Therapy. We're going to go live as well. Or the video would have been out by the time you guys have watched the video. So make sure you do check it out. Link is in the title. But for now, people, please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you soon, guys. Take care.